The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development was created on 1st January 1995 by the General Sani Abacha's regime in response to the United Nations agreement to establish institutional mechanisms for the advancement of women and women matters. The ministry was later renamed simply Federal Ministry of Women Affairs in 2019 when the social development component was excised and handed to a new ministry created by former President Muhammadu Buhari shortly after he began his second term. So as Uju Kennedy steps in as the 12th minister, she has a litany of tasks to handle. Even this 45-member Tinubu cabinet, which she joins, has only 7 other women, representing just over 17%, way off the 35% affirmative action minimum benchmark. This, Deepwater Salami believes, says a lot.
Women need half of the seats at the table. It's up to her to make sure that happens. We have legal frameworks that are just sitting on the shelf. We have a constitution that is non-discriminatory, but we have practices, we have norms that are discriminatory. She has to make sure that Nigeria abides by its constitution.
The immediate past Women Affairs Minister, Pauline Tallen, had pushed for the domestication of the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act in all states of the Federation and the FCT, and the Child's Right Act, the latter having been passed into law by all except Bauchi State. However, implementation of these laws at sub-national level remains a challenge in many states.
She needs to work with the Nigerian Governors Forum, because whatever happens in Nigeria happens at the level of the state. There's nothing that happens at the level of the federal government. So, and each state has a governor. It's not just enough to domesticate. And then you say, for political correctness, we have domesticate. But then what is now happening at the level of implementation? To set up frameworks, to set up mechanisms that will ensure that these laws get implemented for the benefit of Nigerian women and for the benefit of Nigeria.
Nigeria has at least 13 million out-of-school children, according to UNICEF, and 16% are girls, many of whom are forced into early marriage. A huge task Uju will be faced with to tackle. Uju was the only woman who sought the ticket of the APC last May, but not without screaming, "The APC wants to push me out because I'm a woman, but I'm going to fight." Uju had earlier bragged, "The men have done their best. I don't think it is good enough. So, I want to come in as a mother," a reference to her philanthropic ventures in the last 15 years. She eventually stepped down at the APC convention, throwing her weight behind now President Bola Tinubu. She had said she had the ability to fix all of Nigeria's problems in 6 months. Can she fix the issues affecting the women folk and the girl child in the same 6 months? Her time starts from Monday, when she takes the oath of office. Kedonojo Okoliko, AIT News, Abuja.